As we begin our three-part discussion on empathy, the first segment we'll talk about is understanding others. In order to understand others, the best way of which I'm aware to accomplish that is simply by asking questions. Some of the most simple questions you may want to ask if you don't understand a situation or if you don't understand someone else's perspective can be, what is the situation? What concerns you about this? What am I missing? An example may help to clarify this. A number of years ago, I was facilitating a class in Philadelphia. We were doing an icebreaker, and I began to talk to one of the participants about running. I've run 6 marathons in my life. The individual said to me, "Oh, Ron, I could never run a marathon." And instead of trying to understand her perspective, where she was coming from, I tried to encourage her instead. I was saying things to her like, "Of course you could. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of dedication. You can do it. You know, there's no feeling like it in the world when you cross the finish line." And after a while, she got irritated with me and finally just said, "Ron, you don't get it. I'd love to run a marathon. I have very bad knees, and my doctor told me I'd hurt myself permanently if I ever tried to run one." The mistake I made simply was not understanding her and not asking her any questions. All I needed to do when she said to me, "Ron, I could never run a marathon. What concerns you about running a marathon?" Once she explained to me, we could have moved right on to another topic. In addition to asking the questions, another very important piece of understanding others is knowing when you do understand, when have you asked enough questions. The recommendation that I like to make is you can stop asking questions, you understand someone when you can tell their story. Again, as an example, I'll circle back to the marathon woman. When she said to me, "Ron, my doctor said to me I can't run a marathon because of my knees." As soon as I had that information, okay, now I understand, I know her story, time to move to a different topic. So that is what understanding others is all about. Just to summarize, ask questions. What concerns you about this? What's the situation? What am I missing? You know that you've asked enough questions and that you do understand when you can tell the other person's story.